Good evening, live from beautiful Apollo Beach, Florida, South Shore Live here. Teo, myself, and we have a special guest with us tonight. Teo,
Good day. This is John Starry of Steadfast Roofing. We'd like to welcome him.
Love it.
And we have Joanne from JD Coaching and the Real Estate Biz behind the booth, along with our good friend Michelle, who's hitting the soundboard tonight. And we have Andre back there, who we'll talk about in a little bit.
very interesting topics tonight. We hope that you are tuning in now and you tell your friends. We were based here in South Shore, which is a little south of Tampa, a little bit north of Bradenton. It encompasses, Teo?
Apollo Beach, Riverview, North Ruskin, which would be Waterset, Covington Park, etc. South Gibsonton, which would be Covington Park, Waterset. West Riverview, which would be Covington Park, Waterset.
Waterset.
Sun City.
Waterset. That's fun. So, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are. We're here talking about our little community here. We're lucky to have John Starry with us from Steadfast Roofing.
But before we start, we got to get into the disclaimer. We want to remind everybody this is entertainment purposes only. Do as we say and not as we do, or do as we do but not as we say, or one of the vice versas, or whatever that is in the Willy Wonka land. But realistically, apply common sense. Don't blame us if shit goes south. Fuck around and find out, and that's what happens. But this is entertainment purposes, and the views are mine and Howard's and our guest alone. They do not represent anybody else. So,
I couldn't have said it better myself if I was a WPIX guy.
yeah. All right. So don't sue us if you get pissed off.
Yeah, and don't do what we tell you. That's all on your own. We may
Yeah.
talk about things that you can turn the channel here. We are asking you to watch. We're not telling you to watch. We all have our own personal opinions.
And a lot of us have had pretty extensive life experiences that most people have not had. So
I'm getting there.
You can't judge us for that. So
We also want to thank our sponsors right behind me, South Shore Cleaning and Supply. Disclaimer on that. Founder of the company, now second generation. My son and son-in-law are running it. Fantastic local carpet cleaning company. We do tile, grout, upholstery. Also, too, we have a new sponsor later tonight that we'll be bringing up their information later. I want to thank again Apollo Beach Publishing. Check them out on apollobeachpublishing.com. And their new magazine is coming out tomorrow, I believe, which is the
Ooh.
South Shore Entertainment magazine, which we're tied into. That's brought by JD Coaching. What time is it, Teo?
hey, it's time for introduce our guest.
All right. Go right ahead, John.
How y'all doing? I'm John Starry. I'm the owner of Steadfast Roofing, and I am super excited to be sitting beside these two handsome gentlemen here today.
Well, thank you.
I think that a future episode of South Shore Live
Uh,
to involve Teo shaving Howard.
Well, it's funny. The beard.
I like this guy already.
John's all right. He walked in. I'm actually shaving my beard Saturday.
Okay, that sounds way too long.
It was a good laugh, though.
It
My
was.
God. So yeah, this Saturday, maybe next fall we'll do that. But I've had enough of this thing. Don't get me wrong. That's the perfect length, bro. For
You-
real. I mean, this thing's like having
the
a gray
shaving
swirl in my
thing.
neck.
So people gave me shit because my hair started to get wild about
Yeah,
4
it
years
did.
ago. And the reason is because my wife got leukemia from the jab. Thank you, Dr. Fauci. And we honestly thought she would have to shave her head. So I'm like, if she's gonna lose her hair. And thanks. We'll do a shout out to Tangle Me Not because Charlene and the gang over at Tangle Me Not do a wonderful job on my wife's hair, making her look awesome every other week or so. They keep changing it up, so we haven't had to lose her hair. But I let mine go wild because I figured I'd shave it. And now I'm kind of digging the whole. I got to go back
like
to
your hair.
Yeah, I cut it back a little bit. The curl,
Yeah, I met you
the
both.
little
I met
chemo
you both
thing.
ways. I met you when you kept it really tight.
Yeah,
And
well,
then-
that was the Floby days. I just used the shopping.
We talked
kit.
about that.
I did.
Yeah, that was a good
I
show.
cut it with the Floby
And talking about that, you can capture our old shows where?
on YouTube
Check this out.
and
and-
on SouthShoreLive.us.
How you like
the
that,
new
guys?
website? It'll be up soon. And if you want your business, you can submit a request, and we'll list your business on there. So, but going back to John, because we got on a sidetrack with shaving Howard, and I
Whoa.
don't care to shave Howard, but that's okay.
Wow.
But I can get the weed whacker out.
You need it, dude. Let's not get one which is like submerged. Get one if you're gonna do it, get a new one.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us about you and why you want to be here.
So number one, man, your hair looks phenomenal.
Thank you.
Regardless of what you decide.
You should have heard what he said when he walked into my house. He was like, "Nah, I'm not. No, I want to sit next to the pretty one."
But no, I mean, there is a sea of roofing companies here in the Tampa Bay. I mean, I don't need to tell anybody that. I think we do things a little bit differently because we actually give a darn about every single person that we actually talk to. I have been really excited about a new product we've been installing. It's called Worth House. It's a metal roof that is made of German steel, and it's coated in magnesium and aluminum. And it is really, really good for us here in these coastal environments.
So what's the cost on?
Yeah.
So I put a roof on in August,
Mm-hmm.
and I apologize. I ended up going with Steven Gonzalez,
I
which
gotcha.
you probably know.
He's been around.
He's been around a long time, and he had more recommendations than you. Although in the last couple posts on the closed group, you've had more recommendations than any of the guys combined.
And word of mouth.
And
That's important.
And they're all like, John did a great job on my roof. So, but on a metal roof, is it like twice the cost of like the Owen Corning's shingles?
You're going to be looking at around 2 to 2.5 times the cost.
Yeah.
What do you get
it's-
for it,
It
though?
still hasn't come down, but it does last a lot longer, right? And
Right.
the hurricane rating, I'm assuming, is way better.
The only people that I truly recommend metal to, like, don't make that investment if it's not your forever home. If it is a place that you're planning on like getting old and dying in, absolutely.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's one and done at that point.
Exactly. So, I mean, instead of having to worry about replacing it after 15, 20 years, make the investment up front and not worry about it again.
I had a question for you.
Sure.
What's like the hierarchy of different quality of roofs? I mean, you start with the
So,
I mean, it starts with like a paper, and then you can get the clay, and then you can get the metal. I mean,
Yeah.
what's the life expectancy of those?
so this is all.
I'm a layman. I only had a roof over my head my whole life.
This is all going to be opinion based, right?
Yeah, that's fine. That's why we have the
That's why-
disclaimer.
Shingles are like a commodity item, right?
Right. Of
course.
There's a lot of private equity companies that are actually coming into the space and actually buying out roofing companies right now. And to those companies, customers are basically just going to be a number. But what I'm really trying to move towards is becoming like more of a specialty contractor, right? I want to get more into just specializing in the metals and things like that. I'm building a home in Wyoming right now. And
Spell it.
I am 100% installing a metal roof on my home because
Sure.
it is the home that I'm
Dude.
planning on growing old and dying.
Right.
But in my opinion, metal is top dog. Tile, it looks great. The problem with tile is that if you ever have an issue with it, if you ever have a leak or anything like that ever comes up, it is really, really difficult to diagnose the actual.
It was, I had tile in my office. It was my absolute worst nightmare. I had 3 different leaks at over a period of like 15 years.
Yep.
And I paid a fortune.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I was in an office park, right? And I had 2 buildings in the office park.
Oh, no.
And you have to do tile. You had to paint a certain color.
Architecture.
God, I will never do that again. But it was a nightmare because the problem with tile was an area that was like 30 feet away from where
The leak was.
where the leak was
Yeah.
because of how it flowed.
And
So
that's the problem.
and
is
people have to be specialized in. And I got
it's-
taken to the
it's
cleaners
never
twice.
A topical sort of thing with tile, right? The issues are actually always under what you can actually see.
Yeah.
So diagnosing like where that leak is coming from gets really, really difficult,
Fuck.
especially to an untrained eye, right?
Yeah.
So,
But if you don't have an issue with it, it's like no news is good news. They're pretty good.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They're
very
definitely
energy
better than
efficient,
paper
they
tile.
look beautiful.
They look
but,
beautiful. And then the next thing is what you're talking about is metal.
So yeah, if you guys are in the Symphony Isles area or anything like that, we actually just did a beautiful Worth House metal roof out there. That is that product that I was actually talking about. It looks like tile, but it has all the benefits of metal. So you have a 2-layer water barrier. Basically, you have the metal roof itself acting as a water barrier, but then you also have a completely waterproof underlayment under that. And it is 100% the way to go if you are considering replacing a tile roof.
What about like wind resistance?
So wind resistance with a Worth House roof is going to be 200 miles an hour.
Stop.
Oh, there you go.
Never see that.
You could drive your car on it.
Dude, we were at 134 miles an hour when the shutter
Yeah,
ripped
that was
off
bu-
and like put me against the damn palm tree.
That's
in
when
your
Taylor and
front
I
yard.
became really good friends. We were pretty good acquaintances and all, but
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. But holy cow, we became friends that weekend.
Oh yeah.
Woof.
I
Yeah.
walk out, we're hearing the banging, and I walk outside and his hurricane shutters are peeling off the windows, and I'm like, damn, it's gonna get my car.
bet you
Just
that.
The one
snagged it.
car that survived.
I bet you that white squirrel would have looked phenomenal if he would have
It
stepped
just
Oh,
right in the
dude.
wind.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like the dachshunds running. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how popular you get. Sometimes there's no storms for a few years, and then you're the belle of the ball.
So
Absolutely.
how long have you been doing roofing? What's your background on this?
So actually, whenever I first started working, I was actually in IT.
Oh, okay.
Back in the early
Wow.
2000s. I got laid off back in 2001, and
Now, did you get an 8-month severance when you got laid off?
Yeah.
no.
Okay, just
But-
wondering.
Fortunately, the state that I was in, they were offering, the ability for people, like displaced workers, to go back to school for free. So I
Oh, that's
took
cool.
advantage of that. I got into management, and like I fell into sales and telecom, and like on my weekends and my days off and things, I was doing home improvement, renovations and things for
Okay.
another contractor up in Pennsylvania. But roofing specific, I've been doing it for over 12 years. Home improvements, I've been doing it for 20. So
Okay.
Wow.
I've been around for a minute. I know
Yeah.
know how to kind of fit.
So how'd you pick? Well, Mama,
yeah,
Apollo Beach,
Yeah.
Mama, from Pennsylvania.
we did.
So seasonal depression is a very real thing.
It
It
is.
sure
isn't
the
it?
hell is, man.
If anybody,
11 days of gray.
if anybody
Oh
is
my
listening from
gosh.
up north will know exactly what I'm talking about. But like, I literally moved down here to get away from gray skies.
Oh, yeah.
Florida is the absolute best state in the world. Well, not
Yeah.
maybe not the world,
Weather-wise.
but the
Well,
United
yeah.
States.
Yeah.
right? But,
Yeah.
Texas being number 2 in my opinion.
Okay.
But
Go
regardless
Bucks.
though, man, like it is just phenomenal
you.
down here, man. We are like we have so much more freedom here than what we did up north.
Yep.
And we have good weather to boot. So.
I feel like a kid here.
So, but like for me, what happened was, I was in California and I went to Minnesota for a weekend and I met my wife. So we ended up staying for 5 years
Mhm.
and had the house on the lake and we had the house on Jekyll Island and stuff. So, and the boat in California. So it was like broken up. And then I'm like, all right, we can move to Florida. And my wife, we just started looking online and we kept coming back to Apollo Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was ads for Mirror Bay. Even though Mirror Bay didn't exist at the time, it was just they
N-
were doing
newspaper
all
ads?
this marketing.
Newspaper.
It was that in the boat shows. I had the
Really?
marine business, so I was doing all the boat shows. So we were in Miami and Lauderdale, Palm Beach, the one in Isla Morada, the swap meet, and they had all the realtors, and they were all touting, Cape Coral and the East Coast, as well as then Mirror Bay was this new Tampa waterfront community that was going to be opening up in another year or two, and so we just went on, like realtor.com or Zillow or whatever. And I'm like, we can buy a house for X amount of dollars. I mean, that's like half the cost of the cabin in Minnesota, right? For like water on salt.
This was
on a house on
inexpensive.
Walt Salt
So
with a
inexpensive.
pool. And so we flew down, we walked through a house and said, wrote a check. And we 4 months later, we ended up moving here.
Really.
But so is that kind of similar? You just started picking out areas and just started looking at affordability or
Man,
houses or?
Honestly, man, I
I don't
knew
mean to
where
put you on
wanted
the
to end
spot,
up.
but-
I had never been to the Tampa Bay before moving here.
Yeah.
You got lucky, dude.
I just did my research and I just knew this is where I wanted to be.
Cool.
Here in Florida, and the palm trees just kind of attracted me.
They do, don't
Uh,
when I did it, we looked at I looked at hurricane traffic as well, and I'm like, it's going to take a certain type of hurricane to nail us, and then Helene comes, right? But
Yeah.
but like realistically, I mean, we dodged Charlie. We were here, and I'm like, oh great, we've been in the house 2.5, 3 years, and we're going to lose it to Charlie, and then Francis and Jean, and then nothing happened.
They do a hard sell on every storm. That's
The
why.
first one's
They
always
do.
scary.
A very hard
Oh,
sell.
so I was a boat bum before. So I've been all the way back in the 80s with the hurricanes. So this was like, that's why everyone was freaking out. Like our friend Ray and Andre, they were on the phone nonstop going, "Oh my God, Teo says he's going to swim out to his boat."
Well, because you were, and you did.
And I did. and everyone was freaking out about
And
it.
I definitely freaked out too.
And I apologize about that. But Stacy probably told you guys, he's totally
Hey, I'll be fi-
comfortable with
Oh,
this shit.
yeah.
And I am. I mean, that's
But
just,
she's like,
it's second
but
nature.
but it's like she's like,
Were you wearing floaties?
it's like she's in the kitchen, you're in the
No, I just-
backyard.
I had
Like
water
this isn't
socks
the
on.
first time she's ever seen this. Oh, it'll be just fine. No
Oh, yeah.
worries. 6 feet of water. 10's his max. He's
Yep.
good. But it just rolls right off her back.
Oh yeah. Well, so the funny thing is we'll go back to the hurricanes for just a second to interrupt. But I think it was during Francis and Jean, I'd been up all night and back then we put all the boats in the middle of the canal. And I had been up for like 2 days straight. And finally I'm like, I go and I lay in bed. We had people from the East Coast that came over. And Stacy comes in and goes, wake up. There's people in the backyard. I'm like, what? She goes, there's people in the backyard. Well, a couple of the lines that snapped going to one of the larger boats that was in the middle of the canal. And they've all been drinking at the hurricane party. So they come out and they're trying to figure out how one of them, and they got the orange life jacket, and they're going to swim out and tie a line on that. And I'm like, all right, hang on. I grab one of my sailing vests with a harness and clip it to another line. And I grab a spool of 500 feet of, 1 inch line and start spinning it out. And I'm like, I got this. And I just jump in the water. Now we have like 110 mile an hour winds and
You are crazy. You
and
know that.
and I have a cigar, right? And so I just jump in and I start swimming out there.
What the hell?
And Stacy's like, "Oh, he's got this." And the other people are like, "Dude, you're going to die." And I'll be honest, had I not had the safety vest and the harness, dude, somebody would have like ended up on the other side of circles, like slammed. I mean, it was like total white caps in the deal. And I climbed on the boat and we tied it off. But to me, that's like normal. I mean, I flipped a boat in a hurricane and a sailboat. And so not that I want to do it again, but the hurricanes, they are scary the first couple times you go through them. And that's when I posted with Helene, if you guys haven't been through this, get the hell out now. And people are like, oh, whatever. And then everyone was screaming, save us. Well, I'm trapped. I'm like, well, sit on top of your kitchen counter till it falls apart.
We're here with John Starry. If you have any questions about roofing, maybe he can help you out. He's a local business here. You've been in business how long in this area?
3.5 years.
And
Only 3.5 years.
Only 3.5 years.
Now, how
seems
many
like,
crews do you have going at a time
We have
right now?
8.
8.
wow.
So you've grown quite a bit.
We have grown significantly.
Okay.
Yeah, but
You win.
it's all because of we stand behind the word that we give people.
Accountability is important.
Your reputation is second to none in the area. It's absolutely impressive.
We try very, very hard to keep
Okay.
it that way.
Well, I was going to ask you a question, then we'll go into our next segment, and I'll tell you who's coming on the show next. There's got to be some etiquette as a contractor, and recently I ran into a little issue with a roofer as recent as 7:15 this morning. And do you allow your guys to crank music at 7:15 in the music? I mean, crank.
7:15
Seven-
early.
Yeah, I understand that.
Until about 7:30 or so.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I mean, just banging.
But if there's an issue,
So
you're
7
gonna
o'clock-
you're gonna be respectful. You're gonna talk to the neighbors and stuff, right?
Absolutely. It is part of our process to kind of inform people of like what to expect day of install, right? Obviously these guys are going to be up there working their butts off,
Sure.
but they're not going to be up there cranking music at 7:15 in the morning.
I appreciate that.
a little crazy.
And if you want to follow the rest of that story, check out my antics today. And Fight Fire with Fire That's what I always say.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Bugs Bunny has been one hell of an influence on me.
Yep.
We have coming up Andre Ciapetta talking about a few different things. Also, too, hopefully Judith Cordero, the credit chick, will be coming in to the show. We have some new businesses that are going to be showing up here in Apollo Beach in the next few days that we want to make you aware of. As well, we also want to talk about a new business coming on board and Andre's video. We'll be back with you in about 2 minutes.
Yep. Destroy.
The Web Design Ninja is your one-stop shop for all things internet. Our dedicated team has been building internet solutions for businesses large and small since 1993. We specialize in creating eye-catching designs, search engine optimization, complex e-commerce, and custom app integration. Whether you need a simple website or a complex e-commerce or phone app, our team of experts is here for you. Give us a call today. We're here to help.
Okay. What about I happen to be here with Aldo, who's in charge and runs the Cars and Coffee here in Waterset, which is a local phenomenon, which is kicking butt here and is a free event. He's going to tell you all about it. Hold tight.
Guys, my name is Aldo. I run the Waterset Cars and Coffee every second Saturday of the month from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're here every second Saturday of the month at the landing in Waterset.
What's it cost, Aldo?
Nothing. Here's the only thing I'm going to ask.
There you go.
If you like cool cars, cool motorcycles. It doesn't matter if it's a classic, an exotic. It doesn't matter what it is. Come here. We need cool cars and cool people. If you're cool, you got to come over here.
You're welcome
every
here.
Second Saturday of the month. Check it out. We have the food truck. We have White Claw. We have the vendors. Free coffee. We always have
I love the
everything.
Ackie. You know I'm a Honda guy.
Yes, yes. So check out the Acura NSXs, the Cybertruck, everything. And guys, follow us. Follow us, Waterset Cars and Coffee, in Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Waterset Cars and Coffee every second Saturday of the month, 8 to 10 a.m. Have a great day, guys.
Check him out on South Shore Live, too.
Boom.
And welcome back.
Welcome back, all of our friends here in beautiful South Shore and all over the world. I hope you're enjoying our show here. I'm happy to be with Teo, Captain Teo. I know him as Captain Teo. I'm Howard, the unknown drummer, but you may know me as Howard from South Shore Cleaning and Supply. We're here with Andre Ciapetta, who's joined us this evening. And Andre is part of the Cars and Coffee. And as well, he has a local business here too. We want to shout a bunch of people out who do a lot of things for us. First of all, Trish at Pure Romance, a great supporter of our show. Pool Kings of Apollo Beach, Joe, you're a great part of the community. You help everybody out. Pam at Flip Flop Shop, your video will be coming out soon. We have
Right
to change
here.
your music because you're getting us in trouble. But I got to tell you, if you need some shoes,
Dude, these Hey Dudes are the bomb.
you can't go wrong with her. She has every size, every selection, all the good ones.
I like them.
All I wear is UFOs now. I have like 5 pairs of UFOs. I have to figure out which
gotta
one
go,
it is.
I gotta go see her and pick out some flip flops. My reefs are finally bit the dust.
The
so-
only way I know the difference between my shoes is the height of the grip left.
Okay,
I've
yeah.
got some bald ones. I got some mid runners, and then I got one pair which is like brand new.
Yeah.
Who else do I want to shout out? Again, Jen Budd for her Sensei. It's over in the corner. Makes the place smell great. JD Coaching and Realty Services. That's my wife. She has a great business. She's got a great business plan for you too. Reach out to her. She's also behind the console here, making sure the audio. We have Michelle pushing some buttons and making a smile here, and she is with Andre Ciapetta. Everyone, our friend Andre Ciapetta.
Yo.
And hey, a couple more shout outs I want to do. I want to shout out to Charlene and the crew at Tangle Me Not.
There you go.
They do an awesome job there in the well, it used to be the Winn-Dixie Plaza. I don't know, the Mirror Bay Plaza, I guess. It's gonna be the Aldi Plaza.
Also, who's this? Bayshore Coffee.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Shelby with Bayshore Coffee, which is in front of the
Love Shelby.
the
She's
flip
awesome.
flops. Used to be the old beverage castle like
Right
40
there,
years
right there
ago.
next to Circle K.
Next to Circle K. She's got her coffee truck up there.
She's rumoring to come into the show.
Oh yeah, Shelby, we should have you in there. So she sent her son over to help clean up my patio and stuff.
How cool is that?
Oh, super great kid.
How great is that?
Super great kid. And yes, sir, no, sir, and just Xavier, he's the bomb. And I also want to shout out Nights Air, guys. We got to get Lee and Lisa.
I hear
out here.
nothing about good things, but good
They
things about
are,
those guys.
You know, I had a friend with a problem the other day, and they were freaking out. And I'm like, just text Lee, call Lee, and he'll either tell you you're going to bend over and pay a lot of money, or here's how to fix it. And they were able to fix it basically over the phone. And somebody else was quoting like 12 grand,
You know what I like?
for a whole system. And when it is time for a new system, these people will use Nights Air.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Customer for
goodwill-
life.
The goodwill in that customer service is unbelievable, and I cannot just recommend them enough. So
I can definitely say good things about Nights Air.
There you go.
They're,
You can take one.
people.
Hold on.
yeah,
Now I'll say this.
Riddle me this.
Along with Nights Air, along with Steadfast, along with Teo, your business.
Yep.
And Howard, yours as well.
The kids.
You guys are owner operators.
I used to
Right.
be owner operator. I'm just like a
Nights Air, they're owner operators.
Yeah.
The owner of the company comes to your house to check
Yep.
your AC.
well, that yeah, I will come if
Yeah.
Steadfast, he's on your roof. He's checking your
very
roof.
true.
Teo's doing the internet.
Yep.
The whole website.
And you're on
himself.
call, dude. You're up when I'm up.
I'm on call all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's the fundraising business. And but yeah, it's we
I
got
changed
thousands
the air
of customers, and I just don't want to get bigger. We talked about that actually while we were finishing up dinner. Is I don't want to be bigger. I want to keep my hand on it. I make a good living. I'm able to provide for my
Exactly.
family, and I have no desire to like go the next step.
I also want to put it out there for everybody. I believe daylight savings time is when is that?
Is
This
it?
weekend?
Oh man.
Sunday. Okay, which I think would be the last time it happens. I think that they're shutting it down this time.
So it's gonna
Are
get
they?
dark at 8:00 again.
So yeah,
We could delay the sunset
Nice.
cruises.
Let's go.
We don't have to leave at like 5:30 from the
Yeah.
dock. Cool.
These things are kind of important here in South Shore because the day starts at 5:00 here. Most places you're on your way home. You want to run home to the kids. You want to get to your couch, eat dinner. It's I hate to say it, but it's 5:00 here at 5:00. That's when life begins in Apollo Beach.
Oh yeah, and we go out. I'm back on the boat,
Right.
so I'm back on the sunset cruises. You guys saw my Facebook the other
Oh
day.
yeah, we're doing.
So but right now it's pull away from the dock at 5:45 if you want to catch the sunset,
a lot of traffic's
and,
not going to let friends do that.
and that's tough when people are getting off work at 5.
Yep,
a lot of
and,
congestion.
so it'll be nice to have that that delay.
A big heads up, a big thumbs up though. Big Ben is pretty good. They did a good job with that.
So that's not bad, but Apollo Beach Boulevard is out of freaking control, man. It was 4 lights to get over to your
41
house.
is out of
They-
control.
To cross
They-
40 line
They
from
need a
my
wide-
house.
They need a wide Apollo Beach
Can
Boulevard.
you
It's nasty.
can you guys I just want to give you guys some happy news.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Monday sunset is at 7:40.
Nice.
Ooh.
There you go.
So we might have a hard time getting to Apollo Beach Boulevard. But
Yeah.
Maybe after the show, or I don't know, figure that. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, literally after the show.
Yeah.
we could go do a
Also,
sunset
too,
cruise.
there's some new businesses coming into our neighborhood. So do
Do
we have
tell.
do we have any welcome news or any welcome sound effects? There you go. Welcome to Apollo Beach, guys. And that may happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am told that Panda Express will be joining our lovely community here in Apollo Beach, South Shore area.
Wonderful.
Okay, so that's I'm gonna take it that Panda Express. So that's I'm assuming Chinese.
It's a fast food Chinese.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sticking with China Walk. You know, nothing against Panda
Chen's is
Express,
great, too.
but
He's
Chen-
fantastic.
Chen's good,
He's good.
but I absolutely adore
Right.
Amanda and Rick at China Walk. And whenever I've been sick and
Where's that one? Where's that? Where's
it's the
that
one
on
next
Boulevard?
to Sideline or not side. It used to be Sidelines. Now it's Victoria, the Italian Vineyards.
The vineyards.
That's the one. I like that too. Yeah,
So,
I like them. They're
Am-
so nice.
Amanda and Rick have been awesome, and
He does a good job.
and
New
when
York
s-
style. Nice.
it's New York style.
Yes, I
And
like
when
'em.
Stacy got sick, they were
On
right.
it.
You know, they follow us on Facebook. They know, and
Yeah.
they're like, hey, they'll call and go, hey, we're sending over this or
Oh,
that.
that's our go-to Chinese local.
They are the bomb.
And their prices are good too.
Prices are
they're
great.
just, you know,
They had to stop delivery, so you have to pick up because they couldn't get drivers with the typical issue that everyone's had with workers. I mean, and John, I'm assuming you've had challenge with crew or not, or how have you dealt with that?
Andre, give
Oh.
him Just pull it out.
We'll
Here,
put
Bob.
John on the spot. John's like, I'm never
I
coming
haven't
back.
had any- I haven't had any issues with crews.
Okay.
but,
Well,
that
that means you take good care of them.
That mean
That
you
means
ta-
that they're
yeah.
happy to come to work. They're going to
They
work
also have to
anyhow.
go
They
through,
might as well be happy.
E-Verify systems. And things.
Okay.
So like they are actually all allowed to be here.
Okay, cool.
So,
There's nothing wrong with that either.
no worries.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, no issues with crews, no issues with labor, anything like that. I just don't have enough.
Oh,
Oops.
I just don't have enough of it to keep up with the work.
Yeah.
flow
It's-
that we
it's
have.
crazy how
We
much-
are booked out like 3 months.
it's still crazy how much business
That's
is
a
going
good
on.
problem to have. And that's a sign of doing things right. You
Also,
know?
too, welcome to the neighborhood. You ready?
Yep.
Little Caesars will be opening up very soon.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm not a fan of Little Caesars,
Me neither.
except hold on,
One
hold
item.
on.
One item.
$5, but
Except when they do that bacon. And by the way, I meant to do that, but there wasn't one close by. When they did that bacon wrapped, the like triple bacon, so they like wrapped the whole crust in bacon,
That did it for
and
you.
then they had the bacon. Well, I wanted to try it, and there wasn't one close by. I didn't want to drive up to
Yeah,
They
go
make these
Big
little
Bend over
4-pack
to Boyette.
cheese fucking things that
Oh,
are,
dude, they
they're
look
just
killer
amazing.
on TV.
They are
but
terrific.
they're not on my diet. But
Of
I
course.
would break the diet for that bacon wrap
Gotcha.
pizza that they had. But I don't know if they still do it. But I just remember the ads: bacon, bacon, bacon. I'm like, oh man. sign me
Also,
up.
our friend Nicole Kavaka will be opening up a place, I think next week.
That's
Bohemian.
hair by
uh,
Bohemian,
yep.
right? Yeah.
She's gonna have a place, and I think where's that at, Joanne?
It's at the Frendor. So it's on Apollo Beach Boulevard.
Oh, in the
like,
gray
it's in
buildings?
the gray building.
Very cool.
Okay.
Behind, like Shamrock and all that.
Man, she deserves a little kudos here. She, losing
a-
the house and they're still in a trailer, I think.
Nice trailer
It's-
though. I mean, great taste. She's got great taste.
But man, what a tough way to raise a family
Oh,
in
yeah.
a trailer.
You know what else is tough? Sitting on this casting couch with 4 dudes.
Hey, dude, you keep this shit up, and we may have work for you. Okay. You ju-
Definitely
Recognize the couch?
something else.
There
Hey,
you go.
if she didn't come, it was gonna be a sausage fest for my wife. So yeah, and she okay, and I'm gonna tell a secret here. She is the inspiration behind Gray Squirrel,
Okay.
and she will be taking Gray Squirrel off Saturday morning at 9 a.m.
Oh, really?
All right, we have Zach. He's gonna try to come in right now.
Zach
Right.
jumping on?
Yeah, now Zach is a local comedian here, and he's going to tell us about his comedy show coming up, which is, I think we should go. It's the 13th, I think.
I don't know that I can.
Okay,
I think
we'll
I
figure it
got
out.
Speaking
surgery.
of comedy shows, I'm going to see Shane Gillis on Friday.
There you
in
go.
Tampa.
Ooh.
He is from my hometown of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Ooh, my brother
So
lives there.
check it out.
Cool.
All right, and what else were we gonna say? So those are the new businesses. The Panda Express,
It's more chains. It's okay.
It's more chains.
You know.
and then there's a new
It's
business.
also going to be the Chick-fil-A is going to be over there in front of that Walmart as well.
Yeah, there's gonna
Okay.
be Chick-fil-A.
What about the Greek place? I saw that Greek
Hungry
restaurant
Greek, I
open.
heard,
Yeah,
did pretty well.
Any good?
Someone says
I
it's just
love
the same old, same
Collide.
old.
I love Collide down in Sun City, but it is or Ruskin, but
They say it's
a
clean,
bit
and
of
I'm
a
like,
drive.
yeah, it's brand new. It better be clean.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Could you imagine opening a place in 2 days? It's like cobwebs and like
I
rats.
know. Yeah.
Jeez, but no, it's got to be clean. They said it was good. They just said typical.
Okay.
You know, and again, shout out to Chen. Went out there last Saturday. Decided to have Chinese for like brunch. Super early. Got a combination. Fed Joanne and I. It was fresh. He's right there. Owner operator right there. Invested in our community. Does a great job. I don't know. It's like under 10 bucks.
Totally family.
It's like
too.
$10 for you to eat lunch, and it was like, wow, it's 2025. That works. You know.
Yep.
So we're gonna take a break, I think, in a sec. We got anything going on here, Joe? Well, did Zach come in? Cheeto's throwing a
What's
little.
Cheeto want? Hey, Cheeto did a great job on my boat, and we got to get him over on the car.
Yeah, Cheeto's got to sit on the casting couch. We're done with you,
So,
John.
hey,
Job on the
John, we're
test.
done
Well,
with
hey,
you.
before we since we're going here, so before we go to break, Andre was giving us flack about the Ukraine thing.
Oh, I'm in.
All
right. So since
Shots
we talked
fired.
about the business, we promoted the businesses, we've done that. So
This is the longest we've gone without talking politics.
I know.
This is
Well,
congratulations.
this was the way.
It needs to be said, I feel.
So here's my take on it.
Yeah.
So it's the same take I have on cancer and stuff like that is, with my wife being sick from the vaccine, I can tell you that the chemo is, on a good month, it costs us around 16 grand and that's applying grants and all kinds of other crap. Normally it's around $32,000 a month. There's no incentive to cure cancer. You have that amount of money flowing into just the drug to manage it, right? There's no incentivizing that to do that. The war is the same deal. If you're going to have billions of dollars of arms and weapons and everything else, there's no incentive to do that.
Personally, I love the way Vance and Trump handle.
So, and I watched
Love
the
the
whole
way they
thing.
handle it.
I
I've
watched
talked
the
to some
entire thing,
people
the
that were
first 30
offended by
minutes,
that. I'm like,
but I was not
loved
because I watched the whole thing. If you watch the whole thing,
oh yeah,
it was an agreed upon deal. And then Zelensky changed. He kept changing it. And I need this, I need this, I need this. And then it became,
You need me. And like, we don't need you.
just
What are you writing
love-
mine? We're
we-
doing
we-
you a favor, dude.
we're
love
we're keeping you in the game.
To be done. So
that we
anyway,
have
hey
our
Zach,
balls back.
Zach,
We have
you're
our
on.
balls back. That's what I
Zach,
love.
you're on.
What's
How you doing,
up?
brother?
Hey, you guys talking geopolitics as always?
yeah.
We're talking geopolitics.
Hey, Zelensky's a Jew. You go out, Captain Teo. He's always impassioned with that stuff. So I appreciate you guys having me on. I don't have a lot of time. I'm on my way to Clearwater Comedy Club right now to do.
Yes, sir. What's the name of the club you're going to?
Clearwater Comedy Club. I'm doing a guest spot tonight. I'm on the lineup tomorrow night, so I'll be there. But the most important thing, I wanted to talk to the people of South Shore, people of Apollo Beach, everybody in our general area. Comedy Slam 3 is coming next Friday, March 14th at Elevate Events and Catering. It's an awesome venue. It's a free show. Got a great lineup. Our headliner is really, really funny guy, DC813. And that's what I wanted to let everybody know about.
Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna.
We're in.
I might need a wheelchair. Or
I got you.
walker, but we'll be okay.
I
I'll
got you,
carry
but for
in,
real.
Captain. I got you. I lift weights, man. I don't know if Howard let you know. I got a physique on me too. So
Dude, I'm 57 years old. I play in a band, and I got a Bowflex body.
Okay, so how many tickets am I getting, guys?
Let's get like 6.
Yeah.
6.
Stacy won't
Six.
go, but I'll go.
6 is
We
a
got
good
6
number.
at least. So listen, you get into your show. Thanks for being part of the show. I know you got to walk in. You got something silly for us, or your little take on something for us, Zach? Where you coming from here today?
I don't really off the cuff, just living life, enjoying myself, trying not to get hitting this traffic, these crazy Florida drivers, all these out-of-towners and transplants and whatnot. But yeah, just having a good time. Appreciate you guys. You guys doing all right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we're
you're
doing
now,
good.
but you're actually one of those crazy Florida drivers now, bro. You better
Hey,
own
I
that
was born
shit.
a
With
crazy
the receding
Florida driver.
hairline,
My
so he
dad
falls
was a
into the
crazy
old people,
Florida
too.
driver before me.
Yeah, right. Check that
All
shit
right.
out, man.
We just sold 6 tickets.
So I appreciate.
Zach,
oh,
you
I
and I
just
gotta
got
come
the
to a middle
email
place on our
order
beard.
in. What's that?
We
I
got to
missed
come
that, Howard.
together
Sorry,
in
man.
a middle place on our beards.
We got to. Well, you show me the vision, and I'll grow mine out, and we'll match. We'll do a matching twins
Deal.
type situation.
You got it. Thanks for joining us
I'll
tonight,
shave the
Zach.
top
brother.
of my head
And
too. to
welcome
match
back to Politics with Teo.
Hey, you guys
Peace
have a
out,
good
man.
one.
Appreciate it.
See you, brother.
Take
We'll
care.
see you on the 13th, without a doubt.
You got it. So Andre, we cut you off to go to Zach. So what so I watched the whole thing, and a lot of
We were
people-
watching it live. We just happened to turn on the TV. It was
so-
terrific. I'm like, wow.
So I heard the blow up, and so I went immediately for I saw the clip of the blow up, and then I'm like, all right, I want to see the whole thing, and so I watched the full 30 minutes in there, and I'm really not that you're shocked, right? But you got to be disappointed in the media where, oh, they just totally demanded that he bow down.
No.
You got to understand that Trump started off with, we have a deal. This is what we agreed to, blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
blah. And then Zelensky just kept changing it.
This is where
This is his pattern, though.
I explained this to someone else. That I said, listen, we were cordial, professional, and everything until he said this. You guys don't feel it,
Right.
but you will feel it, and that's when Trump.
That was a
was
breaking
like,
point, dude.
And
You're not
Vance
gonna
made a
tell us what
comment,
we're
and
gonna
then he
feel.
got totally upset at
And he
Vance
said,
talking.
you're not going to tell us how we feel. You're not in a position.
And
to
we're
tell
not
us
gonna
how we
feel it.
And you're not going to tell us. We're in a good position. And you remember, and that's where it started.
You got a pretty
Vance
big
and them were
ocean,
going back and
and
forth at first
yeah.
a little bit, rightfully so though, because he was going back and forth on his thing. But Trump really stuck up was when he says, "You guys don't feel it now, you'll feel it," and he said, "Don't tell us how we're gonna feel."
So I have friends in the Ukraine. We have employees in the business that we have in England. We have some Ukrainian employees that have been with us for about 25 years. And I'm a minority involvement in that. So it's not like they're my employees. I mean, they are, but they're, it's an arm's length. But I talk to them on a regular basis. And I woke up that morning to my Skype, and we communicate via Skype, and they had their camera on in our office. We have an office in Kiev, and you could see the tanks starting to roll in down the street, firing into the building, and they're like, "We're gone." But they left their Skype up so that we could. I actually watched it live, the invasion of Russia, where they were just blowing up the city. And so I feel for the people. However, I don't think giving them money is the right solution. I think negotiating a deal, and I think Trump's on the right plan with, if we have a vested interest in Ukraine via the mineral rights, et cetera, right? Now, is Russia going to attack the U.S. side? I don't think so.
Here's the sad thing in the world we live in.
And it was a simple solution for Zelensky.
You're not getting a redo. You're not getting back what you lost. Be happy that you have what you have now at this point, and be happy you have a job at this point.
It's a negotiation, man. You have
totally.
to give and take. You can't. Each side cannot have everything in the negotiation.
He's not a good negotiator. He might be a good fighter, and he might be a good commander and a good motivator, but he's not a good.
And I don't care if he wore a suit or not, because if I went to the White House, I wouldn't wear a suit because I don't own long pants. But
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
Or
Sterling.
Slightly not on the topic.
On the mic.
But sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So Microsoft is hanging up Skype in May.
Yeah,
What's going to happen
they're done.
with you guys? Like, what does that do? Because that's going to affect your business.
So we're either gonna switch. We actually talked about that yesterday. We might go to Teams because we use Teams a lot. I don't like the way that Teams functions with the separation of teams for your business. You know, they want me to have a business account or a personal account, and I don't like that part of Microsoft. I might end up using Google Hangouts.
Google's great
For
because you can
chat.
access that anywhere.
Well, again, there's a problem there because I have multiple Google accounts for different functionality, right? So I have like my AdWords stuff that I carry for certain clients, right? And then we have SEO stuff, and then we have other Google functionality. And so I have like 5 different Google accounts, and like, you know, we manage about 10,000 websites. And you got to understand, people go, oh, I can't, you know, I also got to understand, I got a bunch of employees that manage that stuff. Well, with analytics, I can only have 100 accounts on one
master account.
100 sites on an account. So I have to have multiple accounts to kind of divvy up and manage this stuff. And the problem with Hangouts is I'm constantly going to have to log out and log in because it's part of the whole, it's not a separate app. The thing I love about Skype is I can be logged in
and just click
as my Teo account, and it's irrelevant on how my office or everything else is. With Teams, I don't have that luxury. So I don't know what's going to happen with the whole Skype Teams thing.
I also wanted to mention tonight, our president will be making an address to the United States.
Okay.
It's tonight. He's making his, I believe, 9 o'clock, his first open address to the United States.
Oh, cool.
So we have a little, we actually, you may not know this, but we're actually the fluffer for the president. They're running us during his feed, and then after that, he comes on after us. We're the warm-up group.
Right. He's going to do the joint session of Congress tonight.
How great is that?
Oh, that's cool.
And hopefully, you know, and something that happened, I think today or
9
yesterday,
p.m.
you know, 60% of the Senate or whatever, they failed that boys can't play girls can't play boys.
That
Come
shocked
on, guys.
me.
Please.
That shocked
Stop.
me.
Unfortunately,
As a female
swore
player,
that I would
this would
say
have pissed me
politically
off.
homeless, right?
Yeah.
I will
Hold
tell
on.
you,
Hold on. Go ahead.
I think Trump was a masterclass in negotiating, keeping us all out of World War III.
Oh, I agree.
I will just say that.
I agree. And I think, you know, I said this at the beginning in the first time people were like, oh, Trump did this. I'm like, yeah, but did you go and look at the stuff, you know, when you go to the policies and stuff and you look at what happened, Trump did that Kofifi thing, and all the media was transfixed with that Kofifi thing. But then he accomplished like 8 other things over here because everyone was focused over there. I think he's a total, you know, as an ex-professional magician, I think he's an expert at the redirection
100%.
You know, when I'm doing magic, everyone's like, you're like 5 or 6 moves ahead of the audience. And then when the effect happens, the audience is like, oh my God, I saw that. And you're like, dude, you didn't see that because I did it way the heck over there.
100%.
And
I
I
said that
think Trump is
more
playing
moves.
3-dimensional chess.
You're
His
gonna get
whole
calls for
first
more roofs
term, I
kind of like
said,
Star Trek chess. You're right.
Yeah.
You know, he's on the top. He's on the top, but he's working the bottom right, and then he's at the bottom right. He's working the middle left. You know, he's just boom, 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 boom,
He's
boom,
got
boom.
If you look at
advisors
his-
running the game.
if you
and
look
it's
at the first
awesome.
term, every time the media went insane somewhere, he was doing something somewhere else.
Absolutely.
He's
I'm
so
just
flippin'
happy.
smart.
I'm
I
just
posted
happy.
that
I sleep
nonstop.
better at night.
We're
Yeah.
all happy, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're going to take a break here. Also, too, we've got these fantastic South Shore
Dude, they're
Live
great.
towels,
Love them.
car wiping towels,
Love
and
them.
they're available and private labelable.
Microfiber, sir.
Yes, they are. And we actually have a new sponsor coming onto the show. I think they're going to be. Do we have any trumpets over there, Joanne? You're going to put up their information. If you're interested, take a look. Awesome. Our Monday night show is hosted by AJ Slick and I. There you go.
This
And,
towel you gave us have a little bit of weed stuck to it,
Whoa, easy there. They'll pick anything up.
and I'm not joking.
So, is it getting pulled up, or am I going? And if anyone would like to confirm that, yeah, Wednesdays. We want to thank our friends over at Truly. Okay, our company, our new sponsor is going to be.
It's above
Ready?
Andre's head.
Above Andre's head. Coastal Cleaning Culottes. If you want these made in dozens for yourself, for
I
your
love 'em.
business,
Thank you for making them.
no worries. We have a fantastic deal. Reach out to us. Our information's behind us. You can make a little as 5. You can make over here. You can make a little as 5, little as 10. You can make hundreds. Just the towels, and they're just fun and good to spread the name around. I mean, for computers, here's one to wipe down your terminal.
They're awesome.
Here, guys, use this one for
Oh,
for
yeah.
wiping your hands after using the thing.
And they're like the right size.
yeah, I
I'm
love
tired of those
They're
little
great.
glass
They're
cleaners.
great.
They're
I
like,
love 'em.
keep it in your car. Great for cleaning your glasses. It's a great promotional gift. Reach out to these guys. The owners are terrific, dude. And they're available in multiple colors. Great for cleaning your phone. Any kind of business. Erotic, whatever you can possibly think about. These towels can come in handy for at least one use.
God, you invent like pay the price.
Can you
forever.
imagine if you would have just put this sold? You would have given the lock and the key.
There you go.
All right, so I want to thank everyone tonight. Please, our sponsors, check them out. Again, we want to thank Trish. We want to thank Flip Flop Shops, and we're going to take a break right now. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Then
Make
we'll
sure
come back and wrap it up.
Today's feature.
All right. Hey, welcome back to Epstein's Island, everybody. I'm your host. I actually, no, I'm not your host, and you're not at Epstein Island, but you are here at South Shore Live, and we appreciate you guys watching us and taking the time on a Tuesday night. If you'd like your business to show
Nice
up here,
hat, Andre.
if you've got some products or a local event that you'd like to tell us about and share with our audience, we'd love to have you on. If you have any local issues that maybe we can give advice, but again, we got to hear the disclaimer.
Oh,
I dealt with my problem my way this morning. May not work for you.
Hey,
Can
so-
I mention how I approached my situation yesterday?
Tell us about that.
All right, so dig this, guys. So I'm waking up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Okay, Joanne, don't just throw it in there. 8 o'clock in the morning, straight up.
8:15.
All right, stop. And these guys across the street, local contractors, not great work. I'm gonna say nothing work. Very inconsiderate in a lot of respects because my
like Wahoo Pools, the most inconsiderate pool.
now
pricks on the
I work out
planet.
of my
I'm
home
gonna
office.
stop you.
Hold
Hold
on, I'm doing reader's
The
version.
information, opinions, and recommendations presented by this podcast are general information only, and relevant to the information provided by this podcast is
Ruins
at your
everything.
own risk. This podcast should not be considered professional advice.
Wait.
Oh!
Before Howard goes back, because you say I woke up at 8:15.
Easy.
He
No,
woke
no,
up.
no, I got to my office.
Did
I
you-
got into my office by 8:15.
Did you wake
No,
up with
no,
a
no.
cup of coffee?
I did not. I
Did
did
you
not.
wake
Yeah.
up with
No,
a
did not-
joint?
no, did not wake
What
and
did
bake.
you wake up
No, no.
with?
Open
I
your
have the
eye.
beauty that I get to walk to work. All right. So that being said, let's not judge me and back off, guys. I'm judging somebody else. Back off. So my office in the front of my house. My house
Right.
is concrete. This is like the Three Little Pigs. Concrete, dude. We're gonna do pretty good in this one. So I'm feeling a pounding, and I'm starting to wake up, and my head's starting to sharpen up, and all it is just straight out freaking salsa Mexican
Oh,
music.
my next door neighbors
And
had
it's like
that cranking
8:15 in
for
the morning.
months.
Now this happened yesterday, and I really didn't think much of it because whatever. So, but by yesterday, I by 12 o'clock I went out there and I started playing my drums and cracked my PA, and they lowered the music. You would think they would have learned their lesson. So 8:15 this morning, it's on. 8:25, 8:30, I am out there, and I am just boys. I adjusted my PA. I put my portable unit out there, and I started playing Baby Shark. And I cranked that shit for like 5 minutes on repeat. Then after that, I went into some Slim Whitman. I went into some Gwar. And then one of my neighbors came over and they did an intervention on me. They said, "What the hell is going on?" And I'm like, they walk by, they didn't see me, and they just hear the music blaring out on my garage. My garage is pretty loud. And this is a true story. It happened today. And they said, "Are you okay? Howard, is everything?" I said, I just have had enough. If you're gonna play your music this loud at 8:30 in the morning and you're working there's got to be some etiquette as a contractor to be considerate of the people. If I brought my crew into a place and started, just, "Okay, guys, I need you to put the pile boombox over there. I need you to put the other pile boombox here." I was doing that. All right. And now it's 7:45 in the morning and I'm in a residential neighborhood. "Okay, guys, let's put on some Kiss."
Oh yeah.
No. Maybe about,
Journey.
yeah,
Who was?
not going to say. But about 9:15, 9:30, it's too early. 10:30, 10:50.
John's thinking I got a new ad.
Easy.
I got a new ad.
The point
coming
is,
out.
though, what I did at that point was I then turned on my PA, moved my speakers, and just cranked some Gwar and a little Yoko. Okay.
Oh
If-
man.
If you want to really get someone, Yoko, who's okay. And then lo and behold, they came over and they said, "Are you okay?" They brought me down. They intervened. They had no
After
idea.
Yoko, they said, "Are you okay?"
And then I turned off the PA, and lo and behold, there was crickets outside. It was like Bugs Bunny music, do, 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 do. And all I heard was compressors and hammers
nice.
for like 4.5 hours again. It's like, boys, I appreciate you want to dig it, but there's other ways. Now they had music going on, and I'm sure they could hear it, but I didn't need the guy singing with it along this morning too. At 8:25, this guy was like belting it out. No. Do you have the? Do you have? You got to pull next week. I'll get you a sample of the music. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to be a grouch, but I mean, please, people working out of their houses. It's a whole different generation now. Your neighborhood. I don't know so much this neighborhood.
So our
50% of people work out of their houses.
Yeah. So our neighborhood is yeah.
If only.
So we had, with the fact that like 90% of my street got demolished in the hurricane. So it has been Mexican music or Spanish music nonstop for like 4 months.
And that that's funny because that's odd.
And I've been working in my house while we weren't living there. I was still working in the house, which is why I did that so I could maintain
But
quality on my.
you don't hear
construction.
anyone playing opera.
No.
You don't hear anyone playing.
Hey man, I'm fine with it as long as they're here legally.
Would you
I'm
rather?
fine with it if they consider it.
Would you
Yeah.
rather hear the Mexican or Latin music or the country music?
What I'd like to hear is somebody at 10 a.m., not at 8:45.
Hey man, I want Journey, Kansas, Sticks. I'm sorry, I'm like old school.
Well, I had another thing real quick here, which we'd like to
Yeah.
play. Who's coming to town? And then we're going to say goodnight to everybody. Let me see if you guys would like to see if any of these people would come to town. But real quick in the room, we're going to say, would you see him or not? Are you ready? Weird Al Yankovic. Would you take the time to see him? No?
He's too dangerous.
Correct. Heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would.
9 Inch Nails.
Brilliant.
Nah.
Definitely.
Okay. Eric Clapton.
Nah, 50-50.
I've seen Clapton.
I've seen him.
He's pretty good. Trying to think who else had. Missy Elliott.
Yeah, I'd see Missy Elliott.
Who's
Really?
that? I don't even know.
Not
Wu-Tang Clan.
I'd see him too.
No.
There you go. That's and out of the vaults of music, this song has been out for 35 years. Man in the Box.
Yeah, I'd do that.
35.
Don't even know what it is.
Close. 35-year-old song right here.
Don't even know what it is.
That ain't done.
No.
That's my notes for the nights, everybody. Make sure that you check us out on YouTube, South Shore Live. Check out Apollo Beach.
Hey, by the way, if you want your business featured on our website as well as on the show, just reach out to us. We have the new website we're in the process of putting up. I'm doing it in between other projects, so it's not like a full-time gig for the next couple weeks. But we want to list your business at least for the directory. So reach out and we'll get you listed.
We want to thank you for supporting local business. We want to thank John for coming out. Andre coming out again. Cars and Coffees is this Saturday
This
Yep.
Saturday
at 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
Waterset Landing Cafe, which is no
We will be
longer a
there with the
cafe or a
festival.
landing. It's a
Right.
parking lot with glass. And that's another topic we should talk about. We should shame Waterset about getting this place something to do in
Now,
that.
do we have a food truck for coffee or whatever since the
Oh,
landing's closed?
I know Aldo's been working on that. There's coffee there for sure. Unlimited free coffee. As for food, he's working on it.
Okay.
I can't guarantee or
I could
not.
do food.
I'd
I
love
don't
to
know.
do
We-
food.
I think-
offered the food.
I
So
could do
we-
food.
I
Maybe,
offered
maybe we
making
need to
some
do a road
sandwiches.
trip to Lakeland to go pick up my truck if it's done.
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
tell me
jump there
when.
and ship
We're
tomorrow.
ready. Cheeto and
Yeah.
I are ready to go.
Cheeto's
Yeah.
coming on the show
We're ready
soon,
to
too.
go.
We need
Yeah,
Cheeto
we'll,
back.
we'll road trip over the next couple days, pick it up.
And of course, we're going to bring back some guests and do catch-ups with them. How they've done since
so
they've
do
been.
we have anybody next week?
We do. I got to go down my list here. Next week we have John Starr. Okay. That was last week. I don't know. I did not get to the calendar, but it is
So,
downstairs.
I know Caitlin Meck, we talked to her about doing MF barbecue.
The softball people were coming
Emily
in.
Stone, and then
Kiwi Prince is going to come on.
cool.
And trying to think what else. We had Lock and Key you had mentioned.
Oh yeah, Tammy.
And so there's a bunch of local people coming on, and the coffee Shelby the coffee chick.
Yep.
She's going to come on.
So we'll get that. We'll get the calendar sorted out in the next few weeks of people. We got a lot of businesses we want to help out. So
And if you want to follow us, like us on Facebook, follow all these businesses. And most important, like I say every morning, good morning. Don't be a shitty person. Be nice to everybody. Not everybody's got to be in a mad mood. Be the change you want to see in this world. Good night, everybody.
good night.
And enjoy,
Thank you all.
and enjoy tonight's speech.
Oh yeah, hot tub and cigars.
There you go. Take care,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Web Design Ninja is your one-stop shop for all things internet. Our dedicated team has been building internet solutions for businesses large and small since 1993. We specialize in creating eye-catching designs, search engine optimization, complex e-commerce, and custom app integration. Whether you need a simple website or a complex e-commerce or phone app, our team of experts is here for you. Give us a call today. We're here to help.